time and space. If I had to create a metaphor with time and space, I would summarize it like this: she's my best moment and my best place. We were having one of our usual conversations, those profound talks that takes us back in time and then bring us back. In October 2013, when we were at the lowest point a person can be, as we were going through a storm, the need to write emerged. With the passing of time, I noticed something that I was able to confirm some days ago. Writing about our emotions is good for our health. Expressive writing helps to help emotional and physical wounds. Expressing our emotions prevents our body from becoming ill. Writing, exposing our weaknesses, made us strong. Without noticing it, I was writing. I was feeling relieved. But at the same time, I was receiving a huge stimulus. There was a person that read everything that my soul dared to say. It was my wife. While she was reading, she also found relief for her sorrow. Every time we tried to talk, our conversations were interrupted by each other's grief and ended up at different destinations. For that reason, I couldn't stop writing, even though it was hard for me to imagine that those texts weren't really for me. It was the best way to talk to her, with understanding and without any interruptions from our own offenses. And as she read, cried, laughed, and reflected, we would accept, understand, and comfort each other. Time passed, and the emptiness was being filled again with our faith, which grew bigger every day, with our love, with the task of pursuing happiness and mutual understanding, empathy, temperance, and patience. Grief wasn't exclusive to only one of the parties, nor was it to our couple. The world experiences grief every day. One December night of 2013, I went out to our backyard looking for answers. I was looking at the starry sky, asking for explanations as to why we had to go through such pain. My wife was inside, more devastated than I was, and I couldn't even help her. Impotence was holding me so tight that it immobilized me. I was praying desperately, quietly, and with my head down, asking for some answer to so many questions. A few seconds later, I turned on my phone and found some devastating news. In the province of La Pampa, a married couple had lost both their twin sons, who were 1 year and 8 months old, when they fell into a swimming pool. They were the same age as our little Agustin. I was able to understand that there was someone under the same sky who, in that very moment, was suffering a lot more than I was. I went to see my wife. I hugged her, and we cried together. And also together, with the energy of our hearts, we made a deal to try to move forward together at every step, even at a slow pace, but making our biggest effort to get ahead for our family. Because our children needed healthy parents to grow up just like we did, with happiness. Today, in our talk, I hugged my wife once more. And while she was weeping and kissing me, she said to me that our home is like a bank, and all its treasure is us. Should she do anything to lose us would be as illogical as watching a person on the street throwing away their fortune into the gutter. I can see her spiritual evolution. I can perceive her heart healing. Her eyes reflect the glow of a soul living in peace. I wish we could enjoy each day of our lives together because, as we both know, it is short. And I can't imagine it without all this we've got every time we look at each other. She said to me with her eyes flooded with tears and her voice charged with the most beautiful emotion of all, the emotion of love, which transcends any measure of explanation. When I see her, listen to her, smell her, and feel her skin close to mine, I try to find the way to describe her for the world to meet her. But my words aren't enough. And although every day I wake up and ask God for Solomon's wisdom, today I'm going to take his words once again to describe her. A wife of noble character who can find. She is worth far more than rubies. Her husband has full confidence in her and lacks nothing of value. She brings him good, not harm, all days of her life. Proverbs 31:10-12.